They are. What's up? Oh my goodness, you guys lost more weight.
Yes.
Just just coming off the bus. So.
Awesome. Awesome. I love your t-shirts.
Thank
Thank
Very
you.
you.
stylish. Right on. How you doing?
Great.
So for those watching, this is Holly and Joel Cox. And the winner. Oh my goodness, the winner of the Blood Sugar Reset Weight Loss Challenge. Yeah, man. Were you surprised?
A little bit. Yeah.
You did great. You did great. And you know what? I feel kind of badly because Holly did awesome as well. Man, it was so hard. When I tell you Holly's results and then tell you that she didn't end up in the top three, you will know how close it was and how amazing the results were for everybody. But man, I'm so super excited for both of you and can't wait to share your story.
Great.
So tell me, where were you prior to seeing the master class? What made you guys, what drove you to the master class? How were you feeling? What were your symptoms like? When were you diagnosed? What was your journey like? When were you, what, give us a scoop.
Well, it probably all started about a year ago. Holly ended up in the hospital twice in a month because she had gone to the doctor and they declared her diabetic and put her on metformin, and she had reactions to the metformin. And then they tried something else and had reactions to it. So it was just almost determined she couldn't take any of the medicines. So,
They also put me on a statin too. That was part of it all as
Yeah.
well.
so that's really when it started. She's been conscious of what we've tried to eat for years, tried to look for um, a better diet for us, a clean diet that we both enjoy. And now, especially since we're pretty much empty nesters, and it's just
Much easier.
preparing for two now, not trying to
For
please
sure.
four.
Yes.
And so, it just came down to that brain fog, just no energy, just not feeling well at all. Joints hurt. I think she had some other symptoms, but that was mainly
Yeah.
mine.
Okay.
Just no symptoms or no energy, brain fog all the time. Um,
And I had a lot of that. I was experiencing a lot of dizziness as well, lightheadedness, just random, couldn't explain what it was. So
So,
so
Joel, when were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed, I believe, 2011.
Okay, so you were diagnosed first and then Holly last year.
Yes, yes.
actually, I had a diagnosis of it, but by watching what I ate, I was able to kind of come off the medicines, but I had let up. Oh, like he said, we just became empty nesters. And so I didn't do well controlling it. So I was looking for a primary care, found one. When I got back, I had gone in the opposite direction. So that's
Okay.
what led to the medications.
Got it. Okay. So you were initially diagnosed. This is my story, by the way, in the master class, right? You get diagnosed, you're surprised. And then
Yes.
you go home, you're like, okay, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna go home, diet and exercise my tail off so that I can reverse this. And in your case, it actually worked for a bit there.
Mhm.
Um, but then you can't diet enough. I mean, the
Right.
diet that
Yes.
you would have had to keep would be unsustainable.
And like you've said in the master class, for a little bit, it's like, oh, you're getting better, looks better, your numbers are better. But then after a while, that doesn't get better either. So
Yeah, you get worse. So
yeah.
food is just the water out of a flowering pot on the bad seed. So you took the water off of the seeds, you stopped growing fruit, but you can't eliminate the water altogether. And really what you need to do is eliminate the seeds. So, okay, cool. So how'd you find the master class?
Well, it's
This is kind
that's
of funny.
really funny because, just cruising Facebook one night, and well, several nights, I guess, we kept seeing it pop up, and she was on her Facebook, I was on my Facebook, and so I thought, well, five nights isn't that big of an investment. It's free, and we'll see what this guy has to say. So I
Sure.
clicked on it and joined it. Well, she did too.
We didn't
We didn't
know.
know it.
Come on, no way, really?
No, we didn't know it. So the night came to start the master class, and we're both trying to get on the master class, and it's just like, what are you doing? I'm looking at this master class
Oh, that's
the
so funny.
garage.
I thought for sure you guys made the decision together. That's
Uh,
too funny. My
It
goodness.
is. So then we went through the master class and started implementing some of the things, at that point.
Yes.
And so uh, we decided to do it together, to take the challenge together. And
Awesome.
so that way we could support each other and it wasn't as bad on the person cooking.
Yeah, that's
Trying.
awesome. How cool is that? You
If
guys,
he pays for something, he's gonna do it. So
okay, all right, right on. So,
not just listen to me.
you both kind of fell on our group separately and decided to take the master class separately, not knowing that you were doing it together.
Yes.
And then you watched the master class together and then decided to do the challenge.
Yes.
Right.
So awesome, awesome. So were you excited? Were you worried? What did you anticipate happening?
No, it was something, actually, Holly had said this for years. If somebody could just look at my blood work and tell me
What
what
I
to eat or not to eat,
Right.
because
Yeah,
we knew that was there, that key was there,
sure.
finding somebody to do it, you know.
Mhm.
Sure.
So we found you.
Got it. Yeah. I even talked about that in the master class. And I tell people if this might be for you, if you really have just said to yourself, I just wish someone would take me by the hand and show me what's up. So very cool.
And I
So
felt like I had been trying since last May when we had the issues with the doctors and the hospitals. I feel like I had really been trying, but I just couldn't get it right or get it, it's still, I was frustrated because it's like I'm really working hard and trying, but I still have all these symptoms. But the doctors are saying, oh, you're fine, you're in range, but I really wasn't.
right. So
So
even when the numbers look good on
that's
paper,
what,
you didn't look good. You didn't
yes,
feel good.
I didn't feel good
Yeah.
so.
So what medications were you on and had tried, Holly?
Um, metformin and
Metformin gave you diarrhea, yes?
no, it actually dropped my potassium and magnesium. That's what put me into the emergency room.
Oh, shoot, right.
And so my doctor said, okay, stop that. But the cardiologist had given me statin because I had gone because I was having tachycardia, uh, rhythm, off
She's
Yeah,
rhythm.
running
increased
marathons.
heart rate.
Yeah, I would, I mean, I would get to school each morning to teach and my heart rate would be in the 130s, 140s, just
Oh,
getting ready and getting to school. Last May was very difficult
Mm.
trying to just work and do daily activities. It was bad. So
wow.
anyway, but yeah, metformin and then the cardiologist put me on a statin.
Okay,
And
okay,
that's the one I realized it was just making me feel horrible like that. I couldn't function.
that's
So
not so,
I
yeah.
thought there's gotta be something else.
And Joel, what medications were you on?
Well, it was the classic story. You get diagnosed and it's metformin right away.
Yes.
Then you go to the gym for months and go back to see your doctor and he says, "Oh, add this to it." So add this to it, add this to it, just continually. And I said, I'm just going to quit exercising because every time I exercise and go back to the doctor, I get a new medicine.
Oh, man.
I, metformin,
Mhm.
uh, what was the one you?
Pioglitazone. Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
yes.
Was that the Actos?
That's the Actos. That's
Yeah.
the one that is illegal in 3 countries.
Right.
France, Germany, and India have made it illegal because of its side effects of causing bladder cancer.
Right, right. So your guidance got me off that, and the doctor, had a little pushback, but he did it. He changed
Yeah,
me.
it's okay. So it's just swapping it out. For
Right,
anyone
right,
I see who's taking that medication, Actos, I ask them, just please, there's so many other options that do the same thing. Just ask your doc for a different med.
right.
Yeah.
Januvia,
Yes.
Ozempic. Seems like there was one more, but uh,
No, I think that's it. I have
okay,
metformin, Januvia, the Actos, and Ozempic.
right.
That's enough. That's a lot.
That's plenty.
That's a
That's plenty.
lot. Um,
And just to update you, when we changed off the Actos and took the um, other pill that he gave me, I can't remember what it was.
glipizide, I think. No, glimepiride is gone
Yeah,
also. You were on
yeah.
glimepiride also.
He he uh he warned me that if I'd been dieting, it might drop me too low, and it did. So
Mm.
I quit taking it. So I went off two medicines.
You're off of two meds.
Yeah.
So the Actos, the
Oh,
pioglitazone, and glimepiride.
Januvia.
Oh, and Januvia. Man, oh
Yes.
man, that is awesome.
So
So
hoping to come off another one when I go back to see my primary care. I've not seen him yet. He's not seen me yet.
holy moly,
Yeah.
wow. He's gonna see a whole new Joel.
Well, the last time I saw him, I was 277 pounds,
Whoa. And
and
now,
I weigh 237 now.
how long
So
ago was it that you saw him?
November.
November. Oh my goodness. So we're talking 5 months. You've lost 50 pounds?
Yeah, almost.
Wow, amazing. That's great, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I listen, the weight loss challenge, that was part of it, but it was a blood sugar reset challenge. And that really, so I had told everybody with a caveat that this is a weight loss challenge, yes, but really I'm looking at people's numbers to see who's made the most improvement on their lab work. And listen, you lost 19 pounds during the challenge.
Yeah,
That's nothing to shake a stick at. That's pretty good. That's
right.
pretty impressive. The challenge is 4 weeks, so 19 pounds in 4 weeks. That's pretty impressive. But what's most impressive to me is that your glucose, your fasting blood glucose, started at 158. That was before we began on all those meds, by the way.
Right.
Mhm.
And at the end of the challenge, you were already off of one of those meds, I think, or if not
Right.
two. I think one for sure.
Mhm.
Uh, your blood glucose came down to 136.
Right.
Your A1C that was at 8.8 when we began is now down to 6.7.
Correct.
Woohoo, man. Wow. Um, this is amazing for all those out there that have been diagnosed or know that they have chronic kidney disease. You know what? You were not banged up. I like to see this number above 80, above 90. You were at 95.
Mhm.
But you went to 102. I mean, your kidneys got better, even though they weren't significantly banged up much at all. They improved. And insulin went down from 17.3 to 11.3, 6 points. That's just tremendous. You've done an amazing job. Cholesterol went from 170 to 143, and LDL from 105 to 80. Trigs didn't move. They were at 162 and stayed there. We have some work to do still, but in 4 weeks, man, that's fantastic. 4 weeks,
Thank
A1C down from 8.8 to 6.7. Tremendous, tremendous. And Holly needs to be acknowledged. First of all, Holly lost 13 pounds in 4 weeks.
Mhm.
Wow. Um, and there's work to do for Holly, but her blood glucose, fasting blood glucose went from 170 to 155. A1C from 7.9 to 7.3 in 4 weeks. Um, wow. So your kids, your family, your neighbors, they all must be like, what the heck is going on in that house?
Yeah.
They thought we were crazy with what we were eating at
Yeah.
first. But my
Yeah.
brother made the comment the other day, am I going to have to put another hole in your belt?
You're gonna have to get a new belt. The
He'll have
way
to get
you're
a new
headed,
wardrobe
man.
soon.
Yeah. I don't know how much you like that belt. The happiest day in my life. Well, I don't know if that's the happiest day of my life. I have 3 kids and but I will tell you that the day that I donated all of my fat clothes because I knew I was never going to need them again.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I will tell you that that's when I was like, that's when I knew I really accomplished. I felt accomplished. I
Mhm.
felt like I had not only begun my new life, but assumed it.
Right.
So that's just great news. And you guys took a picture of the almond cow.
Yes, that was
How do you
good.
like it? That's awesome, isn't
Yeah,
it?
We
it
like it.
is.
We like it. It's
Yeah,
really just fresh. I mean, it's not like it's out of the carton or anything. It's just a better taste.
it is. You know, so I had been making almond milk. I switched over to cashew, added fresh coconut slices and a little vanilla.
Good.
Ooh.
That's the way to go. There's all kinds of recipes for that thing too.
Yeah,
It's a super cool thing to have in the kitchen. So where are you now? How do you guys feel? Do you feel like you're in the driver's seat?
yes, yes.
Feel
Yeah, we're
great. Have the energy that I didn't have before. I mean, I just come home and just go drive the school bus. So, uh, get off the school bus in the morning, come home, do the farm chores, do whatever running around I need to do. I still have plenty of energy to go back and run the afternoon route, and you know. But as a bus driver, you're usually sleepy by 9 o'clock. So
Yes, you're up early, I'm sure. And
Thanks.
so, Holly, what changes do you notice?
A lot of the same stuff, more energy, although I teach second grade, so that's,
Tough,
still a little tired by the end of the day,
I
but
bet.
yeah, not like it was before. Just I can tell the brain fog,
Mhm.
that's really gotten better. And just lots of aches and pains. And I noticed that with him too, because he would like come in and sit down, and when he would get up, it just
Oh,
like he was in pain.
yeah.
And now he doesn't have that. So
Yeah.
That's all inflammation. That's a decrease in inflammation. Inflammation's a killer, so that's great. Awesome. So what words of advice do you have to another masterclass is going to begin on Monday. I can't wait. That's me at my best. I love those MCs. But a lot of people, new people, are going to be joining the group. What would you say to them? So let me ask you first and foremost, were you guys skeptical? I mean, when you first heard me, I mean, you guys are watching me secretly on your own on Facebook. But I mean, didn't it seem, I'm sure you hadn't heard that diabetes was reversible or knew that it was, or maybe you did. I don't know. What were your initial thoughts?
I thought, well, here's another one of those guys just on the internet selling something. He's gonna get our money.
So what changed your mind about me?
Well, we needed to do something.
yeah,
I
start
see.
somewhere.
And so we felt like you were the guy, and you're from New Jersey, so if we needed to come find you.
Not too far.
You knew you could take care of me because I was in New Jersey. Someone would take care of me. Well, that's good. I'm honored. I am very much so that you guys were attended the master class, did the challenge, and overcame your hesitation or your skepticism. Because my goodness, you guys are in new bodies. Um, you got a long way to go, but you're running a great race. And I can tell by every time I have interaction with you guys, whether even it's a text message or we speak, um, you guys are not going back. It is very obvious to me. And the fact that you have each other and it is an empty nest and all you have to do is support each other. I can't wait to see where you guys go. I mean, you haven't finished the race, but you will. You will.
Yes,
And it's exciting for me, and I'm excited for you.
Thank
yes.
thank you.
We
Thank you for
appreciate,
what you
yes,
did, and thank you for
yes,
what you're doing.
yes.
Oh,
And
it's truly my pleasure. I love my job. I love putting people into the driver's seat.
yeah.
So I cut you off. Go ahead. What words of advice would you have to someone who's watching?
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Don't
Yes.
get frustrated if the
Yes.
weight doesn't drop quickly, because it didn't.
Mhm.
But I kept keeping it in my mind. We're doing this for the blood. We're not
Yeah,
doing it
That's
blood
right.
work,
for the
yes.
weight, because it'll come later.
That is great advice.
It did, And the other thing, anytime I diet, I worry about being hungry. I was only hungry once, and it was my own fault because I didn't eat my snack between the meals. And it was actually supper was a little later that day, just caused complications on the farm, and so
So you got a little hangry ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just one.
Well, that's
So
good.
you're
Yeah, I
you're never
usually hear the
hungry.
opposite. I usually hear that people are not used to eating as much food as we would like them to eat.
Yes. That
That
was a
was
little
the
different
challenge.
for me. I thought, oh, wow, this is a lot of food because I thought I just had to eat less to control that blood sugar, but
It's
not
not the case,
eat
right?
the
Right,
right things.
You
No,
should be, that's right. Eat full,
right.
yes.
but eat the correct foods.
And
I-
like I said, I was watching it and I would read labels and I would look carefully, but I, I wasn't doing it as definitely as well as I could have. And
You
then,
turned it up a notch.
yes, I did.
Yeah.
And
We
I
did it.
think because my cholesterol has not been in range for years,
Yeah.
and that it is actually now. So that's something I'm proud of is that my cholesterol is finally,
Your cholesterol went from 248 to 186. Your triglycerides went from 237 to 159, and your LDLs from 157 to 115.
yes. And like he said, I've not lost that much weight, but just this blood work that's made me completely happy. So
You lost 13 pounds in 4 weeks. That's a
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's pretty.
I have been,
13.5. No, 13. I think
yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
I think I hit
Yeah.
14 right after it, but I have been back to my doctors, both the primary care and the cardiologist, and they were both like, "What are you doing?" And my primary care actually looked you up while I was in his office on Facebook. So
I hear that
what?
a lot, that people
Yeah,
look me up or they take copies of the supplements or I don't know.
yeah,
They're just
but
they're mystified. They're just blown away. And that's great. And I love hearing their reactions. I really it's most enjoyable for you, the patient.
yes,
When the doctor's just like, what? It's like you did a magic trick in front
because
of
I
them.
dread going every time, and this one I'm like, I had all my stuff, I'm ready.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's a big change, right? You can't wait to go to the doctor.
yeah. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's better.
Well, I'm proud of both of you. Great job. Thanks for sharing your story with others. It means a lot, especially with the health challenge, man. We there was so much hype about it, and I wanted people to see the winners. I wanted people to see those that participated, the results that they got, and the smiles on their faces. It says it all. So I appreciate your time. And rock on with your bad selves, both of you. Make sure you stay in touch, and I want to hear the rest of the story.
All
Um,
right.
it's great stuff. And if you come up with any cool recipes for the almond cow, please share.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting more into recipes and what we can do with it. So,
Yeah. Well, stay tuned because I have a whole bunch of videos coming up. Not just cooking videos, but I'm going to do a video on different types of yogurts that are cool, granola, a bunch of different things so I can help people kind of differentiate when they are reading labels, Holly, as to how to pick the better choice.
mhm. Yes, the video where you went through the food that day, that was really helpful. The brands and things to look for. So that
Yeah.
was,
Oh, during the MC?
yes.
Yeah. I'm going to do a brand new one. I've got new foods.
Okay,
Uh,
great.
my wife and I actually turned up the dial here as well.
Mhm.
When you were talking about how you could be hyper vigilant or you can be vigilant, we became hyper vigilant with looking at labels
Yeah,
and doing the best that we can. I mean, it's almost impossible to avoid everything all the time in this country, but
Right.
as long
yeah,
as you get into the know, and now you're in the know. Someone
yeah,
took you by the hand and showed you. There's more to
Yes.
come. There's more to come.
yes.
The
All
other
right,
thing
guys.
is we have begun to introduce foods back in. And
Yeah.
I discovered one that was really spiking my sugar, so I backed off it, quit,
Yeah,
so
that's how you learn. Which food was
he
it?
taught us how to read that as well. So
Which food was that?
it's actually cow's milk.
Well, he is a farmer, so he had to turn.
I got it, man. I have so many patients that are farmers, and hats off to you. What a great job. I'd love to be a farmer. I know it's hard work, but with the food quality that we have now, it's tough. But stay away from that cow's milk, man. Milk is made for calves.
Yep.
So the almond maker, perfect. That's just what we
That's
need.
a perfect gift. I'm
Yeah,
glad
it
you
was.
won. I'm glad you won. All right, guys, hold
Thank you so
on.
much.